and sadness make rappers in minutes. People in the school.
Was an idiot, and I wore them. It was like that one really nice Sunday that we recently had, like whenever stuff was still open.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna go to like do like some day parties. Like I should be fine in these shoes. Day parties ended up going into night, and then like I was in a club, and the floor was wet, and I was like, why did I wear
It doesn't even look.
Your feet were all sticky at the end of the night.
Oh, it was bad.
If you would have never said anything about it, I wouldn't have noticed.
Those are Travis Scott. I don't even know about shoes.
Yeah, they're the Travis Scotts.
What you got on, Jason?
Yeezys.
I want those.
Oh, nice.
I want those.
BVA 2%. Shout out.
Oh, wait, it's not even on.
I love
You need to start this up. You been there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I talk to the guy all the time.
Rome.
He's
Yeah.
cool.
Like the main guy, is that his name?
Yeah, his name's Rome. I went there a couple days ago. Rome wasn't there, and I sold the ugly wraps that I have.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Didn't he not want to buy them or something?
no, they had a worker there, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I know nothing about shoes," and he said, "Just DM Rome, and he'll probably just hit you up." So I DM'd him, and he took like an hour to DM me, but he said, I forgot what he said, but he called me a bitch, but it was on accident. He said, I'll do it, my bitch, for $60 or something like that. That's like what? But he meant something else. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a great dude.
No, he didn't.
Nice young gentleman.
No, he meant to call you a bitch, bro.
Yeah, shout out, bro. All right, you can do the intro, man.
You just said you got it. You was talking about it the whole time. All right. Couped Up podcast. We got Ashley Yoder on, model. What else do you do?
Bartender, server. Really, like, I can honestly say it's like really anything in the entertainment industry. Like, if it always ends up being in the entertainment industry, like
No OnlyFans though.
No, I did not want to. I mean, hey, times are tough out here right now. A lot of girls have mentioned it.
Yeah,
but
I've seen so many people turn to OnlyFans because of the coronavirus.
Yeah.
They didn't do it before, and now they.
No, but I've seen they didn't do it before, and they were like, I'm doing OnlyFans now.
I mean,
but it's like music videos. Yeah. I've done a couple voiceovers for Strange Music, and then like it's always just the most random things. Like I don't even know what to like put my bio as. Yeah. That's why I don't really like have anything for my bio. I was like, I don't even know what to put on here.
Strange Music. Heather. Have you met Heather before? Heather Maria?
I think so.
Okay, not that Heather.
But she's done some stuff with Strange Music. We just had her on too.
Is she like newer?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. What have you done with Strange Music?
A lot of music videos. It was awesome because they're really the only like, local
talent agency, or not agency, but
whenever it comes to like brand. Music like that, where they're like creating their own music videos, and they do like everything in house, which is awesome.
Do they shoot like out here, or is it in Lee Summit? Because that's where their studio is.
The music videos I've been in, one was at Wynwood, the skating rink, Everybody But Me.
That was in okay.
Yeah, that was at Wynwood. And then did one at an abandoned building in like East Kansas City, another one at an abandoned building in River Market. It's just always like
buildings.
Yeah, because they can like just
do whatever.
It's like a gutted area, yeah. And then one of them was like driving around, and then we shot some like in 18th and Vine. So all the ones I've been in have been local.
Yeah. How'd you get into modeling?
So random. I was in college and never like thought about, I always wanted to do it. I feel like every girl was like, oh, that'd be so cool to like be a model and do that type of stuff. And I never, just never thought it was for me. I was always like the athletic tomboy that just had like a bunch of guy friends. And then randomly I had a friend, and it was like right after I graduated college, and he was like, can I do a photo shoot with you? And I was like, yeah. And I still have the photos, and it did not turn out good. But then after that, he ended up working for Strange Music, and then asked me to come in for like a music video, and then just like started going. Like once you do it once, like.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, what was it like, and how did you get into Strange Music?
It was through that. Yeah. He ended up working on like the like the video side at Strange
Were you
Music.
excited for that?
Yeah, I was really nervous. I was like, I don't do this. And he's like, it's okay. We just like need someone. I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. Like, I literally had no idea. And, but everyone there is great. And they're like, just be you. So.
Are you still working with them? Like Strange Music? Do they have you on like a automatic contact type thing? No?
Not really.
Just, like, if it
yeah.
comes up?
Yeah, I haven't really worked with them for a while. I've just kind of been doing my own thing. Because I'll just have like random Kansas City artists. Just like some local guys will ask me to be in some videos. And then I always help out friends that, need a couple girls.
We heard about you from Monte. We had him on.
He is the best.
Yeah,
he
he's
is
crazy good.
He is so good.
Link with him soon.
I know.
We talked about doing a photo shoot with him for Couped Up.
He is so good.
Forgot about that, low-key.
Yeah.
He is so good. I recommend him. He does all mine now, really, just because we're so close of like friends. Like we'll text all the time, just like with different ideas and stuff, like bouncing ideas off of each other. And we always have like this crazy vision for them. And I'm normally not having clothes on, but like he's awesome to work with, like on a professional standpoint.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I could do some of those shoots with other people.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah, some people say they're comfortable. They could be comfortable enough to just like work with any new photographer just at any time, like nude. But I feel like that takes a level of comfort for most people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was it like your first one though?
Trying to think. So the very first, I think it was my very first shoot with him. I had on like this black lingerie, like lace thing. And then for one of the shots, I took the top off. And that was like the very first like step. But he's always like so professional about things. That's why I tell girls, like, if you do want to do this, I recommend him. It's honestly like he's been doing it. And he does it with so many women now that I bet he's like even got better.
Yeah. Because
he's done a lot of stuff with girls since the last time we worked.
Yeah, I've known him since back in when he was like first shooting. And he's grown so much because I would look at the pictures that he took of me and I'm like, I can never post these pictures. But like now I'm like, I need Monte to take pictures of me because it's just his editing is like the angles, everything is so good about him.
Yeah, his editing is insane.
Let's kind of take a reverse in our conversation, talk about the coronavirus a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
That's a little buzzing right now.
Yeah. So you two are out of work, right?
Yeah, we're out of work.
The only one working that I know of.
How does it feel to work right now? Do you wish you weren't working?
Yes, I wish I wasn't working because when people walk in, I'm like, fuck, like, I could get it from them. I don't know.
I just think, I don't know, I feel like everyone needed this sort of break.
Yeah.
Because I first looked at it as, I'm like, what am I going to do for money? But I'm like, I have money saved. I've been working at like 5-6 days a week, doing extra shit. And I'm like,
this is I have 2 jobs, so one of them canceled, which is the one that me and you work at.
Yeah.
That one, they said for like 2 weeks, and then school's out. They
gave
us an extra week for spring break. So all I'm doing is like I'm working like 4 days a week right now, so it's not that bad, but it's pretty slow. So I don't see why they haven't closed it yet.
Are you kind of frustrated that you're out of work?
Yeah, because, I mean, I texted my GM on Monday and I literally said, I don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. And so I'm trying to, like, take this time to, like, reflect and, get my mindset right because I honestly am just always going and I'm always just, as soon as Monday hits, I'm already on to what the next weekend's going to be. I'm getting the flyers made. I'm getting posters made. I'm setting up hosting. I'm literally nonstop working all week. And then the weekend comes and I'm in the actual building working. So whenever Monday came this week, I was like, I really do not even know what to do. And I kind of like lost it on Monday just because I really did feel lost. But it's like, that's sad that my life is so involved in work that without work, I didn't even know what to do.
So setting up
posts. That's exactly what I was like. Because I was literally losing my mind the first night. I was like, this is like, I'm so bored right now. And I was like, wait, I could use this time to my advantage. Mm-hmm. I could find other things to do.
Could edit some videos.
Yeah.
There's so many things I'm like, I don't have time. It's like, well, you have time now.
Yeah.
If needed, you could sell your shoes.
I know. actually have been working a lot and like working extra shifts because I had all these trips planned. I was supposed to tomorrow. I was supposed to go to LA. In April, I was supposed to go to Houston. In May, I still have that flight booked as of now for Rolling Loud.
I was supposed to go to Rome in June, and that looks like it's not happening now. I was so mad. I've never been out of the country. And that was going to be my first trip.
And it's just like everything's falling apart.
It sucks. So I had all this money saved for my trips, but it's just looking like that trip money is now going to be spent on bills. Which I'm thankful that I at least was doing that, because I have some friends that didn't have the opportunity to like save up before something like this.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to give y'all a helpful tip. Don't use hotwire.com, because I did my hotel through Hotwire and I can't get my money back now.
Well, I'm going to give you a tip. You have to get the insurance on your flights or whatever you're doing. Like, don't skip over that.
I didn't get flight insurance. I used Hotwire, so all the money I spent already is gone.
I got my insurance on my flight because we booked it probably 4 months ago, and then I was like, I don't know, I'm getting all my money back, so that's cool. But I'd rather
I'll
go.
Follow your advice next time.
Come on,
just because you spent how much was your insurance? Like what, $15?
I think it was it's probably $50 to $100 because it was 2 people, and then it was worth it because you're paying $1,400, like $100 to get 14 back. You think we're gonna get a stipend?
I don't know. I UBA, honestly do not know.
UBI would be perfect right now. What universal basic income? What? Or what's his name? Yang was talking about.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
It's everybody gets $1,000 a month basically.
Okay. A month?
Yeah. For things like this, it would be perfect right now. People are out of work.
Everyone?
Yeah.
I feel like they wouldn't give it to some people.
I mean, I think you have to be 18 years or older, but when you when stuff like this happens, or all the money that they're giving you, that $1,000 is going back into stores around your community, and it's not everybody's just gonna save that money that they get. They're gonna spend it. It's gonna boost the economy. There's a lot of benefits to it.
I don't know.
And it gives people to do free time.
They didn't.
No, I don't know if they've passed it yet, but
that'd be so dope if they did that though. Because I feel like people would need it.
Yeah, I've been talking about this for a long time. I think UBI is a great thing.
Because they say most Americans don't have any money in savings or any saved up money. They just run on the weekly.
That's crazy.
But yeah. So that'd be beneficial to me.
I've been about saving my money since I was younger. I don't know why. I was like, it's a good idea to have a lot of this.
Yeah. So you're wearing a Chiefs hat though.
How about those Chiefs?
Oh man, that was a great day.
Did you go to the parade?
So I live at 13, and so it was so funny.
We're gonna have to blurt that out.
Intersection.
No, you don't.
Well, I was just saying, the parade was 2 blocks.
Close.
It was not even 2 blocks. It was a block and a half, and it was freezing that day. And so what I was doing, I was laying in bed, and I was watching everyone's snaps that were downtown. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, whenever the buses start passing them, I'm gonna get out of bed and put on all these layers, and I'm gonna walk. And as soon as the buses were coming by, I just walked up to the I was maybe 2 or 3 people away from the barricade. So
Oh really?
Yeah, it was just I think an area that not many people were congregating in, and so I was able to watch it all pass, and then I just walked back into my apartment. Mm. But it was cold that day.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't that bad.
We were chilling outside.
We were outside.
I was bad. You were complaining
after an hour. You got over it.
Yeah.
Because we were there for how long? 6 hours.
We were there for a minute.
It was a long time.
I literally just saw the bus.
I liked it. It was a good experience to have. They played a Tech 9 song we never heard in our lives. It's
I didn't know
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Kansas
the Red
City.
Kingdom one.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing until we got there.
I was and everyone was singing it, and I just heard Red Kingdom. And I was like, okay, where'd this song come from?
Yeah, it was
How'd
a perfect song.
you know what we were talking about?
Because it's a Chiefs song. It's the Chiefs
That's the Chiefs song.
No, but
what have I been missing?
No, it was just played a lot. I think it was played a lot in the stadium, and then it was just played a lot just that entire week, 2 weeks.
Tech 9 must have made bank off that.
Oh no, yeah. Okay.
I love that song. I love that song.
You love that song?
I mean, it's just it's a really good football song. I want to say hype up type thing.
All right, so we'll talk about shoes now since I brought that up in the beginning. Have How much you spend on those?
So my plug, I have an awesome guy that I've always worked with for the past couple years, and he kind of knows like my style, and like as soon as stuff comes out, he'll be like, do you want this? Or I'll hit him up early about stuff, and he just kind of keeps an eye out for me.
Like retail or?
I mean, yeah, he
Primarily?
gets, I don't know what he gets them for or where he gets them from, but he always knows someone that's how I'm able to get mine. So I don't do like the whole process
of like waiting, going online, like they're sold out. I wanted those Air Force the Supreme Air Force ones. Those were so fire.
Recent?
Yeah,
I didn't see
Supreme
them.
drop. Those were crazy. I don't think I'm gonna get those.
How much are they recent?
They were retail for regular what an Air Force One would be, so it was 90. And then I know they're probably reselling for like at least $250. Really? How much are they?
They're like $350.
Oh my god, it's crazy how much they can resell them for.
Yeah. Did you ever get into reselling?
No.
Try? You do it?
Every pair I've purchased, I have not sold.
Wow.
But I'm like,
I sold a lot of my shoes
that DJ Khaled closet.
But I mean, I really don't have that many. I just counted the other day because someone asked. It's like, including like my workout shoes and my slides and like heels, it's like 30 pairs.
That's not that many.
Yeah.
Actually.
That's like 3 times as much as I have.
I think I probably have 20 pairs of shoes.
Okay.
And that includes like 9 of those are heels, 10 of them are heels.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of my shoes are like I don't know, at least 4 workout shoes, and then like I have like 3 pairs of work shoes. I don't know why.
How much you got, Halston?
Shit, couple.
A couple. Yeah, I got about 10. Yeah. So workout. How much you work out? How often? How serious are you about working out?
I go through my stages. In college, I was so serious about it. Like, if I wasn't, I like wrote everything down. I would like have to increase it by a certain percentage. Like, I was insane whenever it came to that. But I regret it now because I was just missing out on so much in college. We would have
you
like
want your drink, by the way?
We would have like a snow day. Speaking of fitness, we would have a snow day, and all my friends were like drinking in our apartment and like playing power hour, and I was like, no, I have to go to the gym, and I like walked through all this snow to get to like our apartment gym, and like I was like, why did I not just embrace like?
Were you doing any sports, or was it just you just wanted to work out?
I worked in athletics, KU athletics, so I was a strength coach for 1 semester, and then I worked in the equipment room. So I mean, I was around it all the time, and I don't know if maybe that made me become really dedicated to just being in shape, but I kind of regret taking it as seriously as I did, because I should have like been having fun. Like now I'm sitting here.
So
like,
did you went to KU? Mm-hmm. Did you like it?
I loved it. It was by far the best. I don't use my degree, but it was by far the best 5 years of my life.
What's your degree?
Yeah.
Sports management.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you said you did say that.
Damn.
But I mean, I have like a business minor, and I can honestly say like everything I've learned from my major does incorporate, like it does go into like my daily life as like a manager, because I'm a VIP manager. So I think just things that I've learned does help my job. But
So for your job, you were talking about posters and stuff that you make. Is that for where you work?
Mm-hmm. So like if we have like birthdays coming up, we'll do like the person's sign, or like a certain event's coming up, we'll make sure we get like a sign for it for presentations, and then flyers.
Talk about a little bit about being a VIP manager, because that's kind of like
Fake.
No, it's not fake. It's like a rare. You don't really hear that often. So.
No, vague.
Oh, vague.
Vague.
Okay.
You said fake.
I didn't say fake. Okay, yeah, I thought
Vague.
I heard fake.
So like with bottle service, I just kind of manage the girls like outfits, and just like nightly stuff. Just kind of like overseeing everything, making sure everything runs smoothly. And I'm kind of like a direct contact for like our customers that like come in or have like issues. I'm normally the person that has to talk to them.
What kind of issues do they have?
Payment,
Personal issues.
just it's always something different. they got the wrong bottle. That doesn't happen.
I feel like it would be stressful because at a club there's so many people.
Yeah. It's a lot. And, like, getting through the crowd is the hardest part, and so that's the difference between like servers and bartenders. I say bartenders have to deal with like the people like at the bar like waving money in their face, you know, getting aggressive sometimes, but they don't ever have to like be in the crowd. But servers, you might not be working the way that the bartenders are, but you have to deal with the crowd. So they have like their pros and cons.
What's a crazy thing that's happened while you were at work? Like,
That's a good question, man.
I've been doing this for 7 years, so I like can't think about
one that stands out.
Oh gosh,
There's so many.
it just depends like what kind of crazy.
Okay, you can
like
start. Like, what's a crazy thing? I can start if you want. Like,
do you mean? This
because
happened while we were out?
we work at a casino sometimes. So so
Probably
there's
the time
hella.
you got hit, bro.
Oh yeah, I was about to say. That's what the story I was about to tell. So yeah, I was just outside chilling, and then this crackhead asked me for a lighter. It was a young lady, and I was like, yeah, I don't have a lighter, and she's like, you don't have a lighter? And I was like, no, I don't. And then I was like kind of chuckling, and she's like, oh yeah, I see your teeth. You don't smoke. And then I was like, yeah, sorry. And then I turn around, and then all of a sudden I just get a punch right on my chin and down here. Like, she swung at me. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? And security caught it on camera and then called the cops on her and then like had me write a statement and everything. And I was like, damn, like, she didn't have to go like that. She didn't have to go out like that. But that was pretty crazy. I haven't been swung on at random like that before. Caught me off guard.
No, crackheads, man.
Yeah, crackheads.
Do something to you.
have you been swung on at your job?
No, we worked at the same job, but I witnessed him getting swung on. Like, I was there when that happened.
It was kind of
funny.
dope.
I don't know. It was a woman, and like that's the last thing you expected.
Yeah.
But it was like really funny.
All about a lighter. She was serious.
Yeah.
She needed that.
She needed that shit.
She needed that lighter.
Definitely wasn't smoking no cigarette.
No, she was
Pipe,
not
She was not needing the lighter for a cigarette. She said,
Half matches.
You're right. We did have matches. What's the craziest thing you saw at a KU bar?
oh my gosh, I worked at the Hawk
I used
for
to
3 years.
Yeah, I used to go to KU. So like,
He took me there when I was like 17.
yeah, I took him there a
Sounds
long
about
time
right.
ago. That shit was crazy. Like the Hawk, there's some crazy shit that goes on in there. I've seen a transgender female dancing on like this dike one time, and like their sexual orientation wasn't like correct. Like, it's hard to explain. Like it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense.
What do you mean, Michael? What about this
Because
situation?
the transgender female was attracted to men, but it was she didn't know she was dancing with a dyke, and the dyke thought that was an actual female rather than.
Oh, okay.
So like they were dancing like on each other.
Maybe they were a couple.
No, they weren't. Like afterwards, when they noticed, they're like, oh, like, oh shit, did that just happen? But that was I still have the video on my phone and everything. I'm not gonna show you, but like it was crazy. And that was in the boom boom room. Is that where you worked?
So it was like a rotation. Every week you got moved to like a different bar.
The boom boom.
The boom boom.
So I definitely had shifts in the boom boom room.
Do you know where that originates from? That name?
No.
It's from Life, the movie Life. Eddie Murphy and
really?
Yeah, and Martin Lawrence. They talked about this bar.
Roddy Ricch made a song called
Boom Boom Room.
Boom Boom Room.
I know
That's
that
really
song
good.
gets played a lot down there.
It probably does. But yeah, that place.
I've like gone to the bathroom before, like during my shift, and I would like use the women's bathroom,
That's
and
disgusting.
there'd be 2 people in like the stall next to me. And I'm like,
They definitely
I
need
literally
an
just like
employee
get
bathroom.
in and out.
And you worked there and you didn't say anything?
Well,
Like,
I want like
fuck
it,
me.
but, like
What
we
are
can
you
have
gonna
someone
do?
leave, but
I
then
mean,
it's just gonna happen again.
What are you gonna say though? I mean, like,
We've had to like catch people and like tell them to like get out of like the stalls and stuff like that. But I mean, someone else.
It's
was going there
it's
later
regular. Like that's a normal like boom boom room. You know, there's gonna be some fuck shit happening in the boom boom room.
What happens in the boom boom?
It stays.
Boom boom.
Yeah, it stays. There's so many crazy
fits.
stories about the boom boom room. Like it literally fits.
but you really don't have a story from where you work. That, like, you said 7 years.
on. 7 years.
And you don't have one story.
Well, like it's all just like different crazy stories. Like, I worked Super Bowl weekend in Houston, and that was probably one of the craziest weekends of my life. I literally just worked 12, 13 hours a day. Well, one of them was 12 hours a day. But, you know, I had like Ezekiel Elliott's table. That was kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, that's money.
Then I had G-Eazy's
money.
table the next night.
Oh, that's more money.
It was just like crazy, like seeing them in that, you know, type of place. But for me, it's just work. I'm just there. I'm gonna make their drinks just like I make everyone else's drinks and treat them the same way.
Yeah.
But it's just like cool experiences to like help like hire clientele like that.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about Houston? I've heard that Houston's tight. I've never been there.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I've heard it was dope.
I've been to Vegas quite a bit, and I lived there for I lived in Houston for like 6 months, but I can honestly say Houston was crazier to me than Vegas was.
No,
Vegas is tight. Have you been to
Like,
Vegas?
people just don't stop in Houston. Like, they brunch, day party, out at night. The next day, they're somewhere drinking. Like, it's just...
Have you been to Drea's in Vegas?
No. I went to... That was, like, the one I did not go to.
Mm-hmm.
But
the XS
I went there.
pool, like there's like a pool and club type thing. Yeah.
Dude, there's so many, like, Gucci stores and Louis Vuitton stores in Vegas. It's crazy.
Listen, I didn't get to go to Vegas, so let's
Oh,
not talk
don't
about it.
I just went 2 months ago.
I'm
That shit
cool
was so
without
tight.
talking about Vegas, man.
No, let's talk about Venom.
I'm pissed.
It's alright, man.
Shouts out to the coronavirus. What else? What don't we know about you right now?
I don't know. It's
Where'd
like...
you buy your off-white belt?
Huh? Where?
Oh, this?
Where?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know you said when or where. I didn't know.
When, where, why?
Oh, gosh.
Did you
Hype
regret
beast.
No.
No? I like it. That's a nice belt.
Do you consider
I'd
yourself
wear
a
it.
hype beast?
Kind of, but kind of not. Because, like, a lot of times I'll have, like, a pair of shoes on that are really expensive, but then I'll just have on, like, a Fashion Nova top that cost me, like, $9. So, like, you know, these are American Eagle jeans, you know, like,
When I hear hype beast, I think high school. Like, it's like all decked out in Supreme. You're like, yeah, what's up, dude? What's up, bro?
I try not to, like, put on all my stuff at one time.
Yeah.
That's what, like...
A Gucci hoodie, off-white belt, some jeans? Balmain jeans, Travis Scott's. Then I'd be like, okay.
Cactus Jack.
That'd be a
That
hype
shit was
beast. Yeah.
I try to not be a hype beast.
When'd you start getting into, like, clothes like that? Similar to hype beast. Street.
I don't even know. I mean, I've always bought, like, vintage stuff. Like, you know, I'm older. So whenever I was in college in, like, 2011, 2012, 2013, I was buying all vintage stuff. Like, I was going to the stores on Mass Street. And it, like, it wasn't really, like, a thing back then.
Cool stories.
Like, I had all this, like, vintage KU stuff. And it really wasn't, like, the move back then.
I was getting flamed for it. I remember I would go to, because like I only knew about it from this guy I watched on YouTube. He would go and buy vintage stuff, and I was like, "This is so tight."
I would watch that shit too.
I went to the thrift store, and I would always go to this one in Indiana when we visited my grandma, and they had like tight Notre Dame stuff and just like Indiana Hoosier stuff. And then I would get it and bring it back to school, and they were like, "Did you get that from a thrift store?" Because it's like Lee Summit and like. I don't know.
It didn't really pop off.
Yeah, this is tight as fuck.
Yeah, it didn't really pop off until who's the dude who made the thrift shop song?
Oh, Macklemore.
Yeah, Macklemore. He made thrift shopping like a thing. He literally did. Like, well, he made everybody like fuck with it more.
Yeah, because there's definitely people that like been on that wave.
He made it,
but
acceptable.
now it's like crazy.
It was always fucking hard, but then Macklemore made the.
He made people notice. Yeah, the majority noticed.
Do you guys think this will go away, like the whole thrifting thing, and just like vintage clothes? Has it always been around? I don't even know.
Actually,
I don't think it has. No, because I used to be embarrassed to go to the thrift store. I used to be like,
Like if you had to shop there, because,
yeah,
like
you had to go. I used to be
I
embarrassed.
feel like fashion is timeless because like half of the shit that's trendy now is not from now. It's from back when it came out.
Which is true, yeah.
Our parents
It's like a
age.
history
like
type
she's
shit.
got on acid wash jeans. That was like 70s.
Lately I feel like it's been like the 90s. Like all these girls have been doing like the 90s trend, which I love because I'm a 90s baby. But what were they doing in the 90s? You know, like,
Yeah, they were.
and then the 80s was like,
Parachute
you know,
pants, 90s.
yeah, it's just everything goes through cycles, but I don't know how long this vintage thing, you know.
It's
if
been going on for a while, though. I can say that.
And I feel like it's getting bigger.
Macklemore was doing this shit.
I feel like we incorporating vintage things into like a new fit is like that's cool. Like you can still do that. You can still put on like you have on the new Travis Scott shoes, but you still have on like a vintage Chiefs hat. I don't know. You can still do that.
I love vintage hats. I think those are my favorite. Is the hats.
Yeah. Have you seen like the shark tooth hats? Like they're kind of like that, but I don't know. It's just like a different version. That's what I first got into when I was watching those YouTube videos on like vintage clothes. Was like that was the hats. The hats were crazy.
And there's specific items that they're like, oh shit, I just found
a
vintage
like,
jersey.
That's what I'm saying. Like a shark tooth hat. Like those are rare. Like people were crazy when they found those.
Oh shit.
And then also like different companies coming back because it's vintage, like Reebok.
Champion, Reebok.
Like you could buy Champion in Walmart.
Fila, yeah.
You could buy Champion in Walmart, and now it's like everybody wants Champion. Well, not now. Maybe like 2 years ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago. Yeah, it was a while ago.
Like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, they definitely spiced it up a little bit
Yeah.
compared to the Walmart days.
They did spice it up, yeah.
But it's still. Yeah, I remember there being Champion it was like the plain sweatshirts, but it was still in Walmart. And now it's like
I think the
$80
scripted Champion is so tight, like the one where like it writes out Champion.
I don't fuck with
like
Champion anymore. I'm not gonna lie to
I
you.
think that's tight.
I'm not even gonna hold you on that one.
It's like I think last year like
It was
everybody
it was cool
eh.
like 3 years ago. Nah, 2 years ago. I'll still wear it. I'm not gonna.
I saw you buy some shit last year.
No.
What do you mean?
I saw you buy some shit like 6 months ago.
No.
This nigga's capping.
Michael, tap the camera real quick.
How many tattoos you have? I see your
oh
hand
god.
tattoos.
Okay, does like each one count as one?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Wait, unless it says something.
No, you're Kansas City, Kansas. Does that say 913?
KCK.
No, 316.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I wouldn't even get 913 tattooed on me.
913.
Wait, what's 316?
Wichita. Something pink.
I don't even know if that's better.
It's not. It's not. But that's like where all my family's at.
Yeah.
So like I kind of relate it to like my family.
Okay.
I want to get 816 tatted. I think that would be
I'm
tight.
cool on that.
I would do
Okay,
that.
and then finger tattoos.
10/17. It's my birthday.
Hey, that's shout out Gucci, man. 10/17. Gang.
It's a movement.
And then the lines.
They're rings.
They're like for like mom, sister, grandma, and then the dots are suicide awareness.
That's good.
But yeah,
Do you have any more?
I have one on my side, but I don't really like it anymore.
What is it?
It's a koi fish. I got it whenever I was 18, which like the koi fish does have like a lot of like symbolism, and I love the symbolism behind it.
Did
but,
you get it for the symbolism? Okay.
But now I'm just kind of like over the piece in general.
I think a lot of people have their first like 18 years old tattoo.
Yeah.
Like I don't
both of
like
mine.
my first
I
tattoo.
only have 2 tattoos and they're both 18-year-old tattoos.
Do you like both of them?
I fuck with both of them. I can't think of another one I want.
I regret my first tattoo, but the ones you did for me, I still like those both of them.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks, bro. Appreciate
Are you
it.
like an artist? Like, what do you mean you did it for him?
He's done both of my
Yeah.
tattoos. He has done like 2
Yeah,
of his.
Wait, like designing them or like tattooing them?
He drew the.
Well, I technically designed that bear. Like, it's the polo bear, but I made the fit on the bear. And then
That's
I did the
insane.
one under. Yeah.
Okay,
drew
well
us
now
out
I know
there.
who I'm
I
gonna.
haven't done it in a
1997
minute.
on my-
It's been a
On my
while.
ribs, on each one.
My kid's chilling right behind you. It's been there for like 6 months at least.
And it's just like something off Amazon. Like
Yeah.
most people wouldn't be good with it, but like since he was like a natural born, like I don't know, he's been doing art for a long time.
This isn't
It's just
about
like-
me.
That's true. I'm sorry.
No, I love learning
He's
about
good at it,
this.
though.
I
It's
love learning
crazy.
about
He's
this.
good at it.
That's awesome.
I hate talking about myself.
I know, man. I'm sorry.
I love talking about myself when I'm not the focus. All right.
Now I know who I'm gonna contact in case I ever need something.
Koi fish.
Why?
All right. What do you think?
What's the symbolism of a koi fish?
There's a lot. Like there's, because everyone kind of, I don't know if all of them are accurate, but like if you search it, there's like bullet points of like a lot of people have like koi fish
I
tattoos.
feel like a lot's like peace, meditation.
I've seen like
Mentality.
the yin and yang koi fish.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Thing.
Is it just one? Is it colored?
No, it has like a lot of detail, but you know, I had like fine details in it, and it definitely doesn't show anymore. It doesn't look bad, but like the way it looked right
Yeah,
whenever
it's
I
gonna
got it
spread,
versus
yeah.
right now doesn't look the same.
So colored tattoos or black tattoos, like black and white tattoos?
I'm personally a black and white tattoo girl.
Me too.
But
You're
You guys,
a black and white tattoo girl?
I mean black. No, I mean black tattoo. But I don't know. I remember you were talking about me. You were like, if you had my skin tone, you would get like you and Peyton said that if you had my skin tone, you would get colored tattoos.
I never said
Yes,
that.
you did. I remember it's in the group chat. I'll pull this shit up.
It's probably me.
Yeah, I probably
If I
never
was
said
white-
that.
If I was white, I would get.
I know Peyton said it for sure.
I can't think of one time where I was like, if I was ever your skin tone.
Light skin. You guys didn't say skin tone. You said
No,
light skin.
I probably said like you can get that color
I
on
don't
me,
know.
but I can't. But I was like, no.
I don't know. I don't like colored tattoos. I think they're.
I like
I
color.
don't like
There's cool color tattoos. I fuck with them.
my best friend has like her arms done and her neck done, and it's all colors, but it looks amazing on her. Like it literally looks like art. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I
but
like some people can definitely rock colored tattoos.
Some people can rock face tattoos. Did you like?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people.
I've seen some face.
I've seen
tattoos.
people that can't do it, and I've seen people that can.
I went to Succotash.
Yeah, that girl.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I was like, bro, she can rock.
She can
like,
rock
I didn't even
face
notice she had
tattoos.
face.
That's
tattoos.
exactly who I was talking
It just
about when
works
I
so
said that.
well.
I was
It
like,
works so
worked
well.
on her.
That's so funny. Like, you know,
They only do carry out right now, and I had that yesterday because of the coronavirus.
What'd you have?
I
Your
got
crepes.
no. Yeah, I got Swedish. What is it? Swedish pancakes, which is like crepes with like blueberries or something in them, and then I got Lily some pancakes. That shit is fire.
I've never been there.
Ginger soup.
What?
You've never been to Succotash?
No.
Bro, I used to hate on Succotash because I had the wrong item, and then like you were hyping it
Bro.
up, and I was like, I'm gonna go again.
I ain't never
That
heard
place-
no damn second.
Succotash is fire. Oh
What's the other one? Oh my god, it's literally just a crepe place.
No, I'm
You know what
not
I'm talking
eating
about?
crepes. That's the only
I'm
thing.
gonna look it up.
Does it start with a B? 'Cause I see it
No.
all the time on.
No, I'll look it up while you guys.
Only
are talking.
crepes.
It's only crepes, and they have like fruit crepes, or they have like crepes with like fish or meat in them.
That's disgusting.
It's
That doesn't even
fire,
sound
bro.
good, man.
I don't know if I can
I'm
do
gonna
that.
find it. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna say that, and then I'm gonna eat it.
And you're gonna be like, damn,
bro.
Jason,
I
you
gotta,
were right.
I gotta taste a crepe first.
Yeah, I don't know what a crepe
It's a
tastes
really
like.
thin
Before you start adding.
Have you guys seen Talladega Nights? It's a really thin pancake. Look, it's called Chazelle. Tell me that doesn't look fire.
It sounds like it's for
man.
rich people.
It sounds like it's.
Shazel.
Look at that. That doesn't look fire. Are you kidding me right now?
It doesn't. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'll just keep it to myself. That shit is fire.
Let's change the subject from crepes.
Food in general.
So I'm gonna change it to like a serious question. What types of things do you do to work on like your mental standpoint?
Oh gosh, I'm terrible at this. Because I really
If
just
anything.
I really am just constantly working or thinking about the next thing or thinking about the next trip, or like I was supposed to go to LA on like tomorrow. So
Yeah.
for the past couple weeks, all I've been thinking about is like, okay, I'm gonna work out this day and this day, and I'm gonna pack this day. Like I'm constantly planning for the next thing. So whenever I'm finally like at like a halt where my trips are canceled, work is canceled, and I'm just sitting here like, so what do I do?
Yeah.
Like, and it was like sad. Like I really just, I'm not, it makes me wonder if I'm like really like in the present, or if I'm constantly looking forward to that next trip, or like, and that's definitely not like a way to live, because you're really just, you know, weeks will pass by all just because you were looking forward to something that was like coming up, whenever you really should be like trying to like live every day in the day and all that. But
What about like
That's a good
you
one.
can't even go
Living
to
in
the
the
gym
present.
anymore. I'm not going to the gym. That shit's
yeah.
infected.
I used to
I
walk
work
over
out
to
at my house, but I'm not going to the gym.
I used to walk over to that Planet Fitness and it closed down a couple days ago.
Oh damn, they really closed down.
Right when I was getting back on the grind, I was doing good too. Yeah, staying in the present. Yeah, that's one of the most important things people have to learn. Cause I read a book recently, and they were talking about like use the characteristics of the people you love most, like you adore most and admire most, and then like avoid the characteristics of the people you least admire, So, and one of mine was like,
That you admired or despised?
yeah, I made a list. I forgot who it was, but that was one of like the features I put, like keeping in the present, like focusing on now rather than like waiting for the future to happen.
Because that shit will
That's a good
come.
one. Yeah.
As long as you focus on your right now.
Yeah, right now you just make the steps. Focus on right now. That's hard though. I'm not gonna lie, especially with this coronavirus. It's an awakening.
I don't know. It gives you a lot of time to think about the now.
Yeah.
I've like
Act on it.
heard so many people say, if I would have known that we were going to go into, you know, quarantine, if I would have known that flights were going to get canceled, if I would have known this was coming, everyone was saying how they would have done things differently. And I'm like,
Now you have the time to do it differently.
and I want them to like know, like, still keep that same mindset whenever like you are able to travel again, and whenever you know, do get your money right again, like take those trips, do all those things. Still, yes, definitely like still try and like live in the present and don't take any day for granted, because I'm sitting here like, oh, I would have gone to eat with that person last week, or I would have gone out before I went to work, like went and got dinner with a friend before work. Like I would have done all those things if I knew that we were about to like go into this. So it makes you like, okay, whenever we are able to like get out and about again, whenever all this settles down, really try and like use up each day and like try and live more, see those people that you want to see, you know, like
I kind of like, in not an insensitive sense, I really fuck with this coronavirus shit, because I was just working all the time, doing stuff all the time, staying active, being like, okay, I gotta go here, gotta go here, gotta go here. Oh, I'm resting, restart. Like, this is a time, this is a break. Like, this is something people should be praising right now, if anything. Like, you might get paid to just do nothing for a couple weeks.
It wasn't really a big deal for me because I was about to go on spring
And
break.
yeah, you're
anyways.
still at work, so you wouldn't even understand it.
I mean, I was already on spring. Like, I was looking forward to spring break because I didn't have to like. I wasn't gonna have to study every day. I wasn't gonna have to do homework every night, and I was like, bro, this is gonna be so tight. But now I'm just like, I just have to work, and I don't know what to do. But I'm just like trying to read and do shit.
This
like
is
that.
cool. Like, I
Tomorrow's
really.
not promised anyway, though.
What?
Tomorrow's not promised anyway.
Tomorrow's not promised.
Yeah.
That's true, but yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
no,
You're right.
coronavirus or, you know,
Whatever
whatever it
doesn't
may
matter.
be.
This is making people slow down. Whatever they're doing though, like everyone's slowing down.
Not the car deal.
Besides
car
you,
dealerships.
besides car dealerships, like if you want a car, hit up Jason.
Yeah,
He'll.
but who's going to
Don't
go
hit
buy
me
a
up,
car
bro.
right now?
Don't hit me up, bro. People are buying cars.
People
Three
are
people
actually-
bought a car today.
People are buying cars still, bro. Coronavirus or not.
They have nothing else to do. All right, let's buy a car. It's the
Time
only
to get a
thing
new
out
car.
there.
The money's right. Let's
I'm
get a
off
new
work
car.
for a week, so I guess I'll just go buy a car.
This is cool. Only a week?
No,
Oh,
I
one more
was
week.
just saying, like,
Oh, yeah.
the people
Oh,
that
yeah.
are buying cars, like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, I'm off work, you know.
Now I finally
I'm gonna
have
just
the
go
time to
cop.
go look at this car.
I'm a cop a whip. Yeah. That's it.
That's a different type of money.
Yeah, that's different.
Right?
Yeah, bro. I gotta tell you this shit later, but I joined like a. Never mind. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk
I
about
have
it
to
later.
remember this.
Yeah, man. What else about the coronavirus? Okay, so in China, it's like there's only been like what 13 cases yesterday, so like it's already dying down. So I feel like it's not.
I
gonna
don't know about that. That whole thing. We only know what they're telling us. We're not over there.
So
What if it's not? What if it's like full rage like coronavirus over there and it's not slowing down at all?
why do you? So you think they're just lying? Why
They've
would they
already told us.
Why
that
lie?
Because they've already told us that they could like send the coronavirus like full rage at us because we get all of our imports.
Who said
from
that?
them. China. I don't know. Not one single person. I don't know.
China said.
China said it.
China. The whole.
All
China,
of them.
China.
Huh.
And then, like, Italy has, like,
Oh yeah,
more and more
Italy,
debts.
Italy
Yeah.
is the one
So
that's
I'm just,
popping right now.
I'm honestly so confused
I'm
on everything.
so mad I can't go. I'm pissed.
2
Yeah.
people under 25 died in Kansas City from coronavirus.
Two.
Where'd you get that?
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
I haven't heard
I don't
that.
believe
KU
that.
Medical Center.
No, you didn't.
We gotta
Look
look
it
that
up.
up. All that.
Look
the,
it
Yeah,
up.
because I haven't heard that
the
either.
youngest person I heard was like was like a little over 30, and that was like the youngest I've
Bro, it's
ever heard.
literally-
In Kansas
it's
City?
literally a
No, that
KU
was like
Medical.
around the world.
Yeah, I feel
haven't
like
heard of anybody under
I heard
25.
there was one death in Kansas City, and he was 70 or over 70 or something.
I think that's the one thing I
All
heard
I
too.
know is old people are fucked. If you get it.
They get it, but I feel like we're doing a really good job.
Old people are doing they were doing fine before. They just stayed inside anyways.
I know the hand sanitizer business rich as fuck.
I really hate that the coronavirus is going on right now, because anything else that's going on in the news, you really don't care about.
That's
like,
true.
I'll even like scroll through Instagram and I'm like,
Where's
waiting
the
for
other
someone
news?
to talk about the coronavirus, and I'm just like,
Dude, what I've been seeing recently is, this is weird, but like cops planting drugs on people. Have you seen those videos?
no.
That shit is. She's
I
seen
saw a
it.
couple.
Bro,
Recently?
that shit is weird. Like they have their body cams on them, and you see them literally like they have the weed in their hand, and they like drop it in the person's car. Like, oh, I just found a little bit of weed, and I'm like, we just saw you, nigga. Like,
I actually saw like one video about that like a couple weeks ago. Yeah,
that's
Yeah, I know what you're
crazy.
talking about.
Cops really be framing people.
good cops, bad cops.
Like,
there's good people, bad people.
You
and
could just be
everything.
like a student working towards your education, and it just so happens that you're black, and like they're like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this kid over real quick. You don't
That's
see
just
that
so
happening to
sad.
white kids though, because like when it's like social media, you
I'm
know,
not gonna
it's a
lie.
white person. Yeah.
I've gotten lucky in scenarios with cops. Like,
Yeah, that's
very
what-
lucky.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Very
nothing,
lucky.
nothing bad has happened to me with a
And-
cop, but like
yeah,
I've
and
seen it happen
in some scenarios that I have not gotten lucky. Like, yeah.
I've heard stories. It's okay.
You think we should give the cameraman a mic, like one day?
Yeah.
I think he should have a mic. He just says like ad
He has
libs.
input. and
He has
we don't-
ad lib inputs that I fuck with, and people can't hear it.
You
What
need
it
to bring your
reminds me
mic next
of-
time.
Is ridiculousness. How the guy, like the DJ guy,
Yeah.
he is off to the side, but he still
DJ
he
D's
still
on-
makes
yeah,
remote
you're
You're
DJ
remarks.
Wait, that's not DJ.
That's wild now.
DJ, right? His name is
I can't think of it either. But he's still like
Sterling.
Silver.
Sterling's.
No, that's a fucking clothing brand.
No, it's not. It's
Sterling
it's a type of silver. It's
Oh,
real
what am I
silver.
thinking, bro? I don't know. Sterling, what is his name?
It's
I
Sterling.
think it's just Sterling. I don't-
Sterling Ray.
I think that sounds
No,
right.
he was at least.
No, he did, bro. I don't know him. They own Johnny Ray's. You know the burger place in Lee Summit?
No,
Johnny
he
Ray's?
doesn't.
I swear to God, his dad was my football coach.
Okay,
I
his
think
name
it's
is Sterling. His
Sterling.
name is Sterling. His name is Sterling. Something.
Sterling.
But he's like operating the video and stuff like that. But he still like chimes in.
Yeah, and then
He's funny as hell, too.
Yeah, Chanel at West Coast. I low key met her just not too long ago, and she called me a pussy because
Yeah,
I was like,
I want to hear this story.
I was
Why?
bored as fuck one night, and then I was literally here by myself. I was like, well, I need to find something to do, and then
You hit me up, and I was like,
I tried to hit him up so we could like do a podcast with her or whatever. And then so I see she had an event, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go and see what happens. And then I go, and I like, you have to buy a ticket to get in. I'm like, I'm not buying a Chanel West Coast ticket. So I go to the event, and
You brought your gimbal.
yeah, I brought my camera and gimbal so I look professional, so I could just walk in it. And then I talked to some people. I'm like, so I'm doing media for this event. So they told me I could just walk in through this door. And he was like, yeah, Chanel's actually about to go through that door in like 5 minutes, so you could just go over there. I was like, oh, okay. So I walk over there, and their SUV pulls up. And like I get too like nervous, and I'm like, I'm not doing this, because she already had a cameraman over there, and I was like, no, this isn't gonna work. And he was in the SUV with them, so I didn't go. And they walked in, so I just walked in through the regular door without paying a fee, and then I sat down, waited for them to come out. I had to wait till her whole thing was over, and then I was like, hey, can I just do like a quick like podcast with you? And she's like, I really gotta go really soon, because she was going to Aura for this, like she had to make it before a certain time. And I was like, well, fuck. And I told her the whole story, and she's like, well, you're a pussy then, because you could have just asked me before. And I was like, oh yeah, thanks, but it's whatever.
So did you like talk to her at all after that?
Well, after like we just chatted for a little bit, and then like it was just because she was talking to everybody, she was getting pictures and stuff, but it wasn't even a big event. It was It was really small.
That's funny. I remember texting you, and you were
Yeah,
like,
she just
I don't
called
know
me
if
a
I'm going to talk
pussy.
to her. And I was like, bro, this is a big opportunity.
Yeah,
You
and then
need to
I-
say something.
Yeah.
And then
I
you
really
told me
did
she called
fuck
you a
up.
pussy, and I was like, bro, I told you. You
Yeah.
should have said something.
It wasn't like a roast. It was more like a
Yeah.
joking. You're a pussy.
That's
Yeah,
funny,
I'm
though.
glad you clarified
But-
because whenever you first said,
Yeah, no, it wasn't like,
Like-
you're a pussy. It's like,
Yeah.
you're a pussy.
But now you know next time.
Yeah, no,
When
I know.
Chief Keef pulls up, better get that interview.
He gonna be like, nah, you a pussy.
Immediately.
And then he's going to perform Finito.
Because that's all he's got.
I don't know about that.
Yo, he's literally popping off a little bit.
Did you
I'm
see
not
that
gonna-
that Instagram video of people in Italy? Like, they were all on their porches singing
Love Sosa.
Love Sosa. Yeah,
That's
bro,
what they were
was
singing?
fun. Yeah.
I didn't even
That was-
notice.
it was
I just saw the
hilarious.
video. I didn't
It
listen
was
to the
dope.
audio. They're singing Love Sosa in Italy. They're chilling.
like a lot of people.
I feel
I'm
like
I didn't
it
even know
was
that many
so
people in
many
Italy
people, bro.
knew that song.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy how we look, because if you think about it, like a lot of entertainers, or just like whether they're rappers or singers, they're going to different countries. So like obviously those people like them. But if you were like just some U.S. citizen that didn't know that, like you wouldn't think that people in Italy know like Finito or
Yeah.
Love Sosa.
America's low-key the country everyone's looking at, though. Which
UK's
is
popping
crazy.
off right now. Their
Not as
rap
much as
side-
we are.
That's true.
Everyone wants to move to America.
I
Like,
don't know
listen,
about that.
people really.
You think everybody
Ameri-
wants to move to America?
Yeah,
I don't, dude. No.
I don't know
I
about
think so.
right now.
I don't know. I feel like we're doing one of the best in the coronavirus.
I don't think
Mexico
wanna
is-
move anywhere right now.
Yeah, no one's really thinking about moving.
I think Muslims are doing the best with the coronavirus right now. I think there was like the least cases in like.
I think there's like none in Greece right now. I think.
that
we,
was
we have no statistics.
that-
but
Of course, I was like, where is this not? Can I like? I don't have work for a while. Where should I just maybe go? But I'm not.
That
risking
was my next plan. If I
just
didn't
go to Greece for
Rome, was-
$100. They're like $100 for a ticket.
And like
Come
you
on.
can't come back, and then I'm.
Please come to Greece.
Only 13 airports open in America right now.
I don't believe that either. Where are you getting your facts?
Yeah, where are these statistics
I don't believe
coming
anything
from?
you're saying, bro.
Bro,
There's not because
This nigga's getting it from
MCI's
Instagram.
open right now. MCI's open.
Yeah, we're one of them.
I don't.
He's getting
That's
really
kind of
don't
crazy
believe
if
that.
we're one
He's
of
getting
them.
his statistics from Instagram.
He gets his statistics
and
from
Twitter.
Not from Instagram. I'm
Instagram
telling
and
you,
Twitter.
You have a phone.
You get your statistics from your nephew.
That nigga does know a lot. ABC is backwards, and he's only 2.
I can't even
He can
say my
say his
ABC
ABC.
back.
No, there's no way.
ZYXW. I don't know.
I know it.
ZYXW.
You don't
Do
have
it.
to do it.
You have to do it.
No.
You just said you knew it, nigga. Say it.
Liar.
Liar.
Prove it.
Prove it.
Pants on
You got
fire.
3 people telling you got to prove it.
He's thinking about it right now.
No. Why would
so
I do
you
that?
don't know it. Okay. Move on.
Who wants to sit down and watch me,
Me.
say ZYXW VUTSR QPONM LKGI HGF
Bro, that is my worst fear. Like not being
He
drunk.
slid right into that.
That's my worst fear. Not being drunk and a cop pulls me over and he's like, "Okay, I need you to do a field sobriety test. Say your ABCs backwards." And I'm like, "Bro, I can't do that. Like,
I can't do that sober.
I can't.
So you are drunk.
So you're fucked up, bro.
I just feel like I'm
I
drunk
can't.
and be calm.
You'll run.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You apologize."
Yes.
All right, let's end this on Ashley's note. What do you want to talk about?
What do you got going on? What's your Instagram? What's your
What's your
OnlyFans?
No.
What's your YouTube?
Do not have that.
What is something that you think about a lot that people don't know about you?
I don't even know. I'm all over the place, to be honest, all the time.
What is something that you...
I don't really
Yeah, I'll
show
just-
a ton of like. Very rarely will I pop up on Instagram like with like a deep conversation or talk about like details about my life. It's more of like Instagram's kind of like photos, and then Twitter's kind of like random thoughts, and then Snapchat's kind of like this is my daily life. Like that's kind of how I have them all separated, and I have random amount of followers on each one, but I don't know, Instagram is more of like a work spot for me. Like I like to put out like my work or I mean, before all this stuff happened, I was planning on starting to like vlog experiences. Like I was gonna go to Rolling Loud and do it like all through like my phone.
Damn,
Bro,
that
Rolling
would
Loud
have
was
been
gonna be
so dope.
lit.
Like that would have been so tight.
Oh my God,
but
Playboy
I wanted
Cardi
to
was
start
gonna
like
be there.
vlogging stuff and like start like making like IGTVs, but it's gonna be on pause for a
yeah,
second.
it's,
I wanted
yeah,
to
it's,
go so bad.
everything's on pause.
I couldn't stop.
Life's on
I
pause.
wanted to go to Coachella, Rolling Loud. I just wanted to go to Coachella to see Frank Ocean perform for my first time in my life.
You were gonna go?
Yeah, just to see Frank Ocean. I've never seen him
He
perform.
wouldn't show up, and then Drake would show up.
I regret never seeing The Weeknd
And then they get
perform,
mad.
like the trilogy.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like Frank Ocean.
Anymore, sadly.
You don't like what?
He's not the weekend anymore. Now he's like the day, the weekday.
The
The
weekday. The weeknight. He's the weeknight.
Yeah, he is.
He's club songs now.
He's the work
party.
He's the work week.
No. No.
I haven't got all the way through the album yet.
Me neither. I've listened to
Is
the
it
first.
all out now? Because I tried
Yeah.
to listen to it on Apple Music,
think
and there was
so.
like 3 songs.
You gotta read. Download it. I don't know why Apple Music's stupid. Shout out Apple Music.
Shout out Apple
Are you guys
Music.
Apple or Spotify?
Apple.
Apple. I'm an Apple person.
Fuck Spotify,
I can't understand.
bro.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't understand Spotify enough because Apple's just like you've been around Apple all the time.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Why?
Like,
Why just download another app?
I have it all. I have them all.
You have Spotify too.
Do you have YouTube Red?
Why?
Uh-huh.
Do you have YouTube Red?
No.
I'm the only one that I know that has YouTube
You don't
Red.
need YouTube Red.
I love YouTube Red because you can lock your phone and listen to whatever you're doing.
Nigga, you could
Just
download
leave
You
it
can do that
on.
with Apple.
Just leave it on.
No, you can't listen to like a podcast without ads.
You can. Yes, you can. You can.
Red.
Apple Podcast.
No, they have ads. What are you talking about?
Download
Oh.
MUSI. It's free. You can listen to anything on YouTube.
Oh wait, plug. Go ahead. You got to say this.
No,
in the
this.
mic.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you
go
say?
ahead.
USI?
MUSI.
MUSI.
Music. You could download anything from YouTube and you can listen to it and lock your phone. And it's the videos too.
All right. Bet.
That sounds like some like old.
That sounds like a
broken
lot of
down app.
steps.
Like some shit I used to use when I had an iPod.
It's like, it actually is one of those, but like, you just type it in the search bar and everything comes
It's
up.
like, but with
LimeWire.
YouTube Red, you can have YouTube Music too, which is basically Apple Music. But you can listen to anything on YouTube and like make it a playlist. Like if you have a bunch of songs, like they made it into so many things.
And how much you pay for that?
$10.99 a month.
It's not worth it, bro.
I like it.
I like it.
I don't regret it
So
because I listened to Joe Rogan with Joe Rogan on there without the ads. Because you can do that. You can't do that with Apple Podcasts. You have to listen to the ads. I don't like ads.
I've
Not a
argued
fan.
with you enough about this, so
Yes,
I'm not
we
gonna do
have.
it now. Who are your fashion icons? Who do you look at?
Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Taylor. She's dope.
Aaliyah. Aaliyah paved the way for a lot of us out here.
Young Buck.
I want to say those are my 2 top. I really like, but I like pull pieces from like almost all my shoots were from something I saw. Almost all my shoots are like inspiration from Rihanna or Tiana Taylor. Almost all of them.
Rihanna. Shout out Rihanna. Shout out
Rihanna
Georgia
always
Smith.
needs a shout out.
Shout out
Shout out Georgia Smith.
Shout out
That's my
Georgia
wife.
Smith. Shout out Lily though.
No, I'm sorry. Georgia Smith is my wife. She knows that. I would marry that woman.
Oh my god.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
You don't
You
know
know who Georgia Smith is?
No.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my.
Okay, I'm a girl, but he's a guy.
You gotta look up Georgia Smith. Like it's just her essence. Like it's not even what she wears. It's just her.
She's
her-
from the UK. She sings. She's bad.
Where's the chart?
I gotta look it up right now. Anyways.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna let you.
Oh, wait.
You're gonna look it up. Okay.
Wait. Okay, so Kansas City, best food.
Oh God. I'm not one to ask. I'm not like a.
You eat your. You make your own food.
No, I go to the same place
What
every
place?
time. It's always just around like a happy hour, or it's around
Yeah,
like
happy hours are dope.
Like I'm not really going there because it's like
Good food.
the best food.
I fuck with like Yard House happy hour. Man, I fuck with a lot of places out here. I can't even think of it on the spot.
Chazelle Rico's.
Oh my god.
You got nobody knows about Rico's. Taco Tuesday. They got half price burritos on Thursdays. Bro, it's the best taco you've ever had, best burrito you've ever had.
You've been promoting this place.
Pasor.
You promoted this place stronger than they promote.
I know, bro. Because everybody needs to go. It's on the west side by Royal Liquor.
JJ's. Or Jay's, I mean. Jay's Chicken and Fish.
Lufty's fire.
I've been having Luffy's for a minute. Yeah, it's fire, though.
Shark's Fish. Their food is so good.
Yeah. Hopcat. They got some good fries.
I don't think I've ever been there. Cane's is a go-to.
Hopcat fries is really
Hopcat
good.
has fries with, they have a cheese dip. Oh, my God. It's fire. It's called, like, it used to be called crack fries, but they're called
Crack fries.
They renamed it. I
Yeah,
went in
the
there and I was like, "Do you
Cosmic
guys still
fries
have
now.
the crack fries?" And she's like, "Yeah, but we renamed it."
Their happy hour is good, too. Like, it's cheap. Super cheap.
All right. So you can shout out your Instagram, your Twitter, your OnlyFans, whatever you want.
Oh, my God.
All of my stuff is the same, so it's really easy. It's all Ashley Yoder with 2 H's.
Okay. Ashley Yoder on Instagram, Twitter, OnlyFans, Snapchat.
Cooped Up Podcast.
Cooped Up Podcast.